she got it going. She said she got with that still going. That bitch said she love me, but she still hard. I can see you on me, I'm still scoring. Nigga saved his career. Nigga saved LeBron's career. Nigga saved the whole Heat career. If this nigga, first of all, if Tim Duncan was in the game, won't go. He would have got that rebound. First of all,
Mario Chalmers.
I've been here before. I know what to do.
2013.
LeBron's 2013 Heat before 2013 he beat the Pacers and the Spurs in the NBA title.
NBA champion with the Miami Heat.
We can't lose. We won't lose.
He's going to take you through their entire championship run. Presented by State Farm. Fresh off their 2012 NBA championship, the Miami Heat entered the 2012-13 season with one goal: win it again. They opened the season 20-6, but cracks began to show during a rough stretch on the road where they dropped 7 of 10 games. Searching for answers against bigger front courts, Miami signed Chris "Birdman" Anderson. With Birdman in the lineup, the Heat went 39-3 for the remainder of this season. LeBron won 5 straight Eastern Conference Player of the Month awards, and by mid-season, the MVP race already felt over. Out of the All-Star break, the Heat's dominance intensified. To put it simply, they couldn't lose. They ended up winning 27 straight games, the third longest streak in NBA history. They finished the season 66-16, the best record in the league and a new franchise high for wins. But for Miami, none of it meant anything without another ring.
Going to the playoffs, we knew it was a mindset. It's always a different season, you know, especially with Coach Spo and Pat Riley. They're never going to let you relax. My role with this 2013 team was to play defense, knock down shots, and try to control, not necessarily the tempers, but the egos that come with being Hall of Famers and the players that, you know, I had on my team. What I remember from the first series about the Bucks, I just remember Brandon Jennings doing an interview saying that they was going to beat us. So that was a little, like, kind of shocking to hear him say that, knowing that they can't beat us. And then it was an easy sweep. We established control in that series just by paint dominance. We had a big wing lineup with a small big lineup. With that, we had a mismatch with either Bron or D-Wade.
And, like, why would you say some shit like why would you say stuff like that? Oh, we're going to beat the Heat. Bro, you that delusion? It gets to a point of delusion. I ain't going to lie. Nigga, you had the Milwaukee Bucks. Nobody, Giannis wasn't even Giannis at the time, bro. You tell me, yeah, we gonna beat him. Nigga, they had D-Wade, Chalmers, LeBron, Birdman, Chris Bosh. Nigga, who did you have? Brandon Jennings? That would name it. It gets to a point of delusion. You know what I mean?
We had spacers on the floor that could shoot, so you couldn't just focus on or load the paint with just one of those guys when they drive.
The Heat controlled games 1-4 against Milwaukee, completing the first sweep of the Big Three era. Next up, the Chicago Bulls, the same team that ended the Heat's historic regular season streak. Game 1 brought Miami its first real test of the postseason. Nate Robinson and Jimmy Butler in his sophomore season combined for 48 points as Chicago stunned the Heat on their home floor. But the Heat bounced back, winning the next 4 to advance to their third straight Eastern Conference Finals. Their opponent, the Indiana Pacers. Game 1 was neck and neck. Neither team could create real separation, the deficit never growing beyond 5 points. Miami appeared to have control late after taking a 3-point lead with 11 seconds remaining, but Paul George answered with a game-tying 3 with just 0.7 seconds left, sending the game to overtime. And in overtime, with the game hanging on a single possession, LeBron James attacked the rim for a layup that sealed Miami's 103-102 victory. While LeBron's heroics became the biggest story, another piece of Miami's rotation was quietly changing the series. Chris "Birdman" Anderson was flawless in Game 1, scoring 16 points on a perfect 7-for-7 shooting in just 18 minutes off the bench. And his brilliance didn't stop there. He only missed 2 field goals in the entire series.
I want to talk about Paul George, bro, but I ain't gonna say nothing, bro, because I don't know his stats. But
at the end of the game, you're like, oh, Bird went 7 for 7. Oh, Bird went 8 for 8. But with Bird, it's not his scoring. It's more of his energy, his defense. He was a guy that came in, seen what we needed, see what we lacked, and brought tons of energy, tons of excitement. Was a crowd favorite. And then, you know, just a regular, normal guy with a mohawk and a lot of tattoos. Even though he gives that demeanor, like, he's a tough guy. He's tough, but he's not a mean guy. Like, on the court, you don't want to mess with him. Off the court, you want to hang with him every day.
The Pacers stole Game 2 with Roy Hibbert leading the way with a 29-point double-double. The Heat responded with a dominant Game 3 win in Indiana, propelled by each starter scoring double digits. In Game 4, Roy Hibbert dominated the paint, recording another 20-point double-double to lead the Pacers to victory. And even
they said Roy Hibbert, nigga, what was Paul George doing? Roy Hibbert was that. I can't lie. But what was Paul George? I'm sick of podcast P. Nigga never been good for real, bro. He been fired, bro, but that nigga overrated too. Paul George overrated. I don't care what nobody say. I don't want to hear it, bro. They ain't hear nothing about this nigga doing in the Eastern Conference Finals. I didn't hear anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear anything about him doing nothing in the Eastern Conference Finals. And to be honest, bro, the best Paul George we got was OKC Paul George.
The series at 2-2.
Going against Roy Hibbert, it was fun. Definitely a good player. That little baby jump hook that he had was unstoppable at 7'2". And, you know, our biggest problem was we didn't really have a big to really guard him, or big of size besides Birdman. So we had Shane guard him sometimes. We had UD guard him sometimes. We had Chris Bosh guard him sometimes. So he was just really a matchup problem in the half-court set. Just the physicality. I think that was the main thing. They was always physical. They always try to beat us up. And they always try to outthink us. And that was the thing with our team was like, when we locked in, you can't outthink us, but we do have lackadaisical moments as a team, and that's what they was good at, was attacking those lackadaisical moments. One person I give a lot of credit to was Shane Battier. That was our defensive mind. He knew everything when it came to defense. Like, I remember just sitting before games and sitting in the jacuzzi warming our feet up and just going over the defensive game plan with him. When it came to thinking the game, everybody talked to Shane, from D-Wade to Bron to Spo. He was our brains, if that makes sense. He was the brains of the operation.
And that defensive focus began to shift this series. In Game 5, Miami held Indiana to a then series low 79 points to take a 3-2 lead. They just needed one more win. But when presented with a chance to close out the series in Indiana, the Heat crumbled against a desperate Pacers team, losing 91-77.
Well, so much of the playoffs is about the recovery period after a loss. 48 hours until they tee it back up again. I mean, this is a lifeless team right now.
Look at everybody's faces. I've never seen this part. Besides Chris Bosh, he's kind of upset. I think everybody's just like, we let one slip away. This was our chance to end it and really get ready for the next series. We knew how to beat the Pacers, and we know playing at their home state was a tough place to play, especially for a closeout game like that. So we just knew that we let one slip, and we just had to do everything a little bit faster, a little bit harder.
The usual packed house of a 150th consecutive shutout.
I remember the most was the crowd, just how loud the crowd was coming into that game, and that just gave us all the confidence in the world. I think we actually blew them out that game, didn't we? Yeah, that I don't blame that one on the crowd. The crowd was just behind us and had us so amped up and hyped.
And that's why you need a crowd, bro, when it comes to sports. That's why it always matters about home court advantage, bro. Like Thunder, they got home court advantage, I think, over everybody. And they played in the... I think even over the Knicks, they got home court advantage, bro. Bro, I think. Yeah, bro. It always matter about the crowd, bro. The crowd is one of your... It might not, man. Crowd is important, bro. It's damn important, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And you heard they say they got all the confidence from the crowd, gang.
For that game, on top of the jitters of being in the Game 7 already, so definitely big up to Heat Nation for that one.
The Heat took Game 7 in dominant fashion, completely overwhelming the Pacers, forcing 21 turnovers. And as Indiana unraveled, LeBron thrived. He scored 32 points and had 8 rebounds, leading Miami to a commanding 99-76 victory. The Heat were headed to their 3rd straight NBA Finals. Their opponent, the San Antonio Spurs, led by Tim Duncan's quiet dominance and Tony Parker's steady control. Game 1 came down to the final moments, and the Spurs leaned on Tony Parker to clinch the victory.
Tony Parker lost it, still dribbling. Parker with 2 to shoot. Just gets it off in time, and he banks it in. What a shot from Parker!
That was a tough shot by Tony Parker. That was a move.
Shea can't guard Tony Parker. I'm telling you. And to be honest, Tony Parker locking Shea up, bro. I don't care no, bro. People gonna be like, boy, you tweaking, you smoking. Y'all ain't watched Tony Parker, bro. You think I'm lying? Go watch Tony Parker highlights, bro. Tony Parker locking all that up. Give me that cookies. They mine. And bro, Shea can't guard no.
Let's get going in that fourth quarter. I remember he probably hit a shot similar to this on me.
Jalen Brunson can't guard no Tony Parker. And Tony Parker locking all that up from Jalen Brunson. Give me that cookies, man. I'm telling you, go watch Tony Parker highlights, bro.
He just had it going in the fourth. It was just one of the moments, like, you see why they're champions. You see why Tony Parker is a player he is. The thing with Tony Parker is his speed. If you didn't match his speed, he would blow past you every time. So you have to catch his second move and not his first move. So he made you think, he made you lock in and hold on to your principles on the defense end.
Tony Parker
Quick shot in. Shot one goes, Duncan lost it by Miller. And that's it. San Antonio comes into Miami and wins Game 1.
This game 1 loss felt a little bit different just because it's the Spurs. They've been there before. They're champions, and they had a great coach in Pop and great players in Tony Parker, Tim Duncan.
I mean, nigga, ain't y'all been there before? This y'all 3rd time in the finals. What you mean, Mario? They've been there before. Nigga, y'all been there too. Yeah.
So it's kind of like we really have to go make adjustments, and we just can't do things harder and faster and stronger like we did versus OKC the previous years. One thing about our team, we've been dealing with adversity ever since Bron came there. So that's one thing that we was accustomed to and knew how to adjust. We're our best when our back's against the wall. We've always been like that. When we played OKC the year before, it was a bunch of trash talking, a bunch of name calling, a bunch of just, you knew 2 teams that wanted to win so bad that didn't like each other, but had a respect for each other. We're a team that likes to be gritty,
beat them boys. 4-1.
Get into different things, commotions, different battles, hold, grab. And the Spurs are just like, nah, we're gonna kill you with kindness. Like, oh, you hit that shot? Nice shot, good shot. Well, what do I say back to somebody that gave me a compliment? Their kindness is a killer. It can mess with your mind if you let it.
The Heat shook off their disappointing Game 1 loss and fired back with a dominant defensive performance in Game 2, forcing 17 turnovers and blocking 6 shots, including a huge LeBron chase-down block on Splitter.
Tired of y'all with this meat ride. Nigga ain't chasing no Splitter down, bro. What the hell is you talking about, lady? The Splitter went up and he blocked it. And to be honest, that probably was that's the most famous block damn the on earth. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga did that, bro. I remember that play don't never stop getting talked about, bro. That was the most that was the most iconic block than ever. Top 5 iconic blocks. You see her face like, you see he like, and then you see the black man. You see everybody with their mouth open and stuff. Man, look, that shit iconic.
Including a huge LeBron chase-down block on Splitter. Chalmers' 19 points led the Heat to an 103-84 victory, evening the series. But the Spurs turned the tables in Game 3, causing 16 Heat turnovers. They also hit 16 threes, both Danny Green and Gary Neal dropping playoff career highs to win 113.
See, that's who Alex Caruso be looking like, Danny Green. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Before there was Clay, it was a Danny Green. Before there was a Clay, it was a Danny Green. You better go ask about Danny. You better go check Danny Green, boy. That's who Alex Caruso looking like in the Western Conference Finals this year. Danny Green.
To 77.
Better go see about Danny Green.
Game 4 was a must-win for the Heat, but the Spurs started out hot, getting a quick 10-point lead. Then D-Wade happened. He rallied them back into the game with 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals. The Heat Big 3 combined for 85 points to get a huge 109-93 win and even.
I'm sick of niggas be talking about LeBron carried the Heat, LeBron carried the Heat, when y'all don't give D-Wade enough credit. This nigga D-Wade, every time when LeBron play bad, who playing good? D-Wade. 2014, okay, I understand. That nigga ain't play well. But bro, in 2011, what happened? 2012, look at this game. What happened? Nigga gave him 33 points, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all need to stop, like, overdoing it, bro, with LeBron, bro. Like, the nigga always do it by himself. Like, he never had help. Nigga be having help, bro. Let's not do that, bro. Dwayne Wade was helping this nigga, man. Sometimes when Dwayne Wade was doing his part, LeBron wasn't doing his part, bro. Like 2011. Like,
in the series. But the Spurs fired back. Tim Duncan controlled the paint and dominated the rebounding battle in Game 5, finishing with 17 points and 12 boards as San Antonio cruised to victory. Now, the Heat were down 3-2 to a Spurs team led by Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. And by the way, the side note, the person that did all the nice complimenting was Tim Duncan. He started it. But Tim Duncan, he's a Hall of Famer, Mr. Fundamental. Just the way you can't speed him up, you can't make him make a mistake. You don't know how to make a mistake. Like some players, you know, if you pressure them, they're going to make a mistake. If you foul them hard, they're going to do something different. Tim Duncan's just the same. He keeps the same game throughout the whole time. So that's what makes him
fundamental.
Him. I wouldn't say he was in his prime, but his body and the way he moved, it's indescribable. With the Spurs, they just always moved, and they had shooters. They ran a play, I always remember this play, it was kind of like a pick and roll, and Danny Green would run to the opposite side. So if you're the bottom man helping, you think your man's to the left where he normally is, but then he's to the right. So your natural reaction is always go this way. And they would hit Danny Green on the opposite side for a 3 or Gary Neal. I just always remember that their spacing was always A1. Nothing really broke down. They didn't have bad moments, and they didn't really make mistakes.
Yeah, Spurs is probably the most fundamental passing team of all time, bro. Because I remember these niggas used to just be pass, and shoot. Like, it was so fundamental, bro. Like, it was the definition of fundamental basketball. It was the definition of no foul baiting, really playing ball. You know what I'm saying? Really playing, getting everybody involved, too, bro. Nowadays, you don't see that, bro. Spurs was, bro, that was a great team, bro. probably was the last good fundamental team, passable team.
The momentum going to start Game 6. Tim Duncan hit his first 8 shots and scored 25 first-half points. In the third quarter, San Antonio led by double digits. Miami's season was slipping away, but the Heat began to fight back. And then came a moment that really changed the momentum. As LeBron James attacked the rim, Duncan met him from behind, knocking his signature headband off mid-air. And from that point forward, the energy of the game shifted. LeBron took over. With just over a minute to go, the Heat tied the game.
When we finally tied it up, it was just like, okay, now we got it where we want it. Just keep going from here. No letdowns, no lookbacks, no turnovers, no mistakes. And from that point on, I think we made about 4 or 5 big mistakes that almost cost us the game. I remember mine. I came down. I got to the paint. I should have shot it, but I tried to throw a pass to D-Wade, and it got intercepted. And they came down. I think we had to foul. Bron came down and did the same thing, tried to pass to CB. It got intercepted, and we had a foul. So it was like 3 or 4 crucial turnovers that we had from this moment that we said we wasn't going to make any more mistakes.
A 7-0 run for the San Antonio Spurs.
The infamous Pat Riley stance. Pat shows no emotions until it's time to show emotion.
A lot of pressure on a 21-year-old in his first NBA Finals.
And with Duncan out, attack the rim. They're not going to come off a three-point shoot.
That's another thing I just never understood. Why was Duncan out the game? Who took this nigga out? Was that Greg Popovich? Why did you take Duncan out the game? I never understood that play, literally. Never. Nigga, let him play the full game. This is a must-win game. Why did you take him out? I don't understand. You know these niggas would have won this, right?
You can score
Never
quickly.
understood that. Like, I mean, stuff like that be making me thinking that, like, stuff like that be making me think the NBA is rigged. You like, I'm saying, like, y'all, that man.
I mean, I don't know what he was thinking when he took Tim Duncan out.
Exactly, nigga. What was you thinking? Stuff like that be making me think the league is rigged, bro. And it's been like this, man. Bro. Telling you, bro. Stop, bro. We don't know, bro. We don't know. Y'all stop acting like y'all know what's going on. Like it's 100% not rigged. So you telling me none of this shit rigged? Man, God forgive me for cursing. I just be getting mad, bro. Because like, bro, I don't understand, bro. Why would you take this nigga?
But it was just one of the moments where, thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. I was mad about this play too.
Watch one there from Leonard. Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the 3 right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang!
Nigga saved his career. Nigga saved LeBron's career. Nigga saved the whole Heat career. If this nigga, first of all, if Tim Duncan was in the game,
won't go.
He would have got that rebound. First of all, LeBron all the way back over here. And what that was, Bosh, come on, bro. Tim Duncan would have got that rebound game. And Ray Allen saved his dude career. Bro, it's so many things about this series that the Spurs are supposed to win, bro. They blew it themselves. LeBron really have 3 rings, bro, if we being honest. If we being honest, this nigga have 3 rings. And if Kyrie ain't hit that shot, who knows if the nigga will only have 2? Who knows if this nigga only have 2 rings? Just saying, though, bro. You got to look at stuff like that like, he probably got a point. I mean, but we can't say no. He did. He got his 4 rings. I'm just saying, though. What if that never happened?
Bosh, back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
I'm not going to lie. I was upset when Spo drew this up because I felt like we should be running it for Ray instead of Bron. But, you know, superstars are superstars. You give them a chance to be superstars in those moments. So he got a good look. Got a great look, actually.
I already said. He got a great look, actually. Nigga said he was mad when they drew this up for LeBron. You supposed to give it the... Nigga, you need a 3, right? Why are you trying to draw a play up for LeBron? Nigga, give it to Ray Allen, one of the greatest 3-point shooters in NBA history. He's top 10 when it comes to 3-point shooting, bro. If not top 10, top 15, bro. It's Ray Allen, my nigga. He's bound to hit it, bro. He's been in this situation. He been in, bro, clutch moment, Ray Allen, bro. Bro, I don't know what, like, I understand Chalmers, bro. It was me eating Bron.
A chance to be.
And he missed it, so.
He's superstars in those moments, so. He got a good look. Got a great look, actually.
Great look.
And just missed it. Ray would be in practice every day, backpedaling to the corner, shooting 3. So it was kind of like one of them things like I would ask him all the time, like, why do you do that? Like, why do you practice shooting the way you do? He always tell me, you never know what type of footwork you're going to need in any type of moment. I've seen him practice that shot so many times that he gets behind that three without even looking at it. So I knew it was a good shot. It was one of the moments where like we came back and we took all the momentum. So it's like it's our game to lose now going into overtime.
Green trying to get free. Cross court
Saves
pass to
that
Green. Green blocked by Bosch. Game over. There'll be a game 7.
That's a big block by CB. This game was so physically tough just for everything that went into it, from
career
emotions to up and down emotions to
nigga missed the shot. If LeBron would have missed that shot and the game would have ended on my mama, this nigga would have got bashed down his whole career about that shot. I hope y'all know that. LeBron fans, nigga been talking about this shot forever. Nigga, you missed a game winning shot. He was open too, by the way. He was open.
seeing the crowd give up, seeing the crowd come back.
Greg, I don't know why you did all that. Nigga, you took Tim Duncan out the game. You shouldn't be yelling at nobody but yourself. Nigga, you would have won game 6. This would have never went to game 7 if Tim Duncan was in the game. But no, you want to take him out. Even the nigga right here on the y'all rival said, I don't know why he did that. I see, bro. I was just seeing a nigga flash on Greg talking about his dumbass mind. He's a great coach, but he just makes stupid ass decisions.
Emotions to
you yelling doing all that, nigga. You took Tim Duncan out the game. It would have never been no game 7, bro.
Give up, seeing the crowd come back and cheer back up, and just everything that you had to go through, just the ups and downs throughout that whole game. It wasn't a smooth game like it was supposed to be. So it was one of those games where like you had to claw and fight the whole way to win. Game 7 on our home court, we can't lose. We won't lose.
Game 7 would be the ultimate battle. The Spurs, no strangers to big.
How though? Like that's how I know that the league changed it up. How they get? It's supposed to be back in San Antonio, right? The league changed it up. I don't know.
Games came out firing. After the Heat fell behind 15-10 early, Shane Battier delivered an immediate spark off the bench, knocking down 2 quick threes to ignite an 8-0 Miami run. But San Antonio continued to pressure the Heat offensively, attacking the paint and drawing contact. The Spurs attempted 15 free throws in the first half, and Miami just attempted 3. Even with LeBron leading all scorers with 15 points, Miami was only up 2 at the half. And it wasn't just the free throw disparity preventing Miami from pulling away. The little mistakes were getting in the way, like Chalmers' 4 turnovers. In a game this tight, every possession mattered.
I was so hyped to play this game that I could not hit a 3 the whole game. And the one 3 I did hit was the one at the backboard at the end of the third quarter.
Chalmers racing up the floor, sets, fires, three-pointer. Oh, he banks it in at the buzzer. Mario Chalmers gives the Heat.
There goes that Mario.
As we head to the fourth quarter. Chalmers now with 12 points and a couple of difficult turnovers here in the third, but never afraid to take the big shot.
Because I know there's only 1 or 2 outcomes. If you don't take the shot, now you have 3 outcomes of you never took it, so you don't know if you made it or missed it. And if you do take the shot, you either make it or miss it. And how much work you put in the gym, 75-80% of the time, you're going to make it. It's a feeling that comes over you when the clock starts getting closer to 0, where the team kind of lets up a little bit, especially if you're up quite a few. They'll kind of let up and you kind of feel that. I don't necessarily want to say them giving up, but it's kind of like the sense of like they feel defeated, and then you feel that. To go against solidified Hall of Famers and Tony Parker, Pop, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and you even throw Boris Diaw in there. Just to go against those guys and see how well they play together, how they gel as a unit, and just to know that they've been doing that for a long time, and that's the model that you want to repeat and follow. It was just good to beat them. I think the most underrated factor that most cheap championship teams have is the unselfishness. People willing to do whatever it takes for the next man and to leave it all on the line.
Man, listen, y'all, that was great, man. Instagram and Twitch are gonna be in the description below. I might add my Twitter. Yeah, we gone.